Hello, my name is Joe and I work as a fire marshal. As the fire marshal in Escambia County, I'm responsible for the day-to-day operations of the fire prevention office. My typical day involves meeting with my staff and going over the past day's events. We sit down and discuss the projects that are ongoing, where we're at. We pretty much discuss who's going to inspect what business or who's going to inspect what project. And pretty much it's a general office environment, but during the day we also do inspections. So as an inspector as well as the fire marshal, I do go out on a daily basis and do inspections at construction sites and review construction plans. Typical stress level is about medium, I would say. A source of the stress a lot of times is just trying to make the day go by and complete the inspections that we're required to complete based on construction schedules. So trying to fit all that in some days is particularly hard and does create some stress. Our normal working hours are 7 to 4. Monday through Friday we typically work a 40-hour work week. We do on occasion work overtime. It's not too often, but sometimes projects, the requirements of a certain project require us to go out at night or on weekends when the business is not open or when their volume of work is typically slower, so we're not disrupting the day-to-day operations of that business. One of the things that you're going to need to have is a strong firefighting background. You would also need a background in fire inspections. You would also need to have some really good math and science skills. To be, a really good fire marshal, you're going to need to be analytical. So you really need to be able to think about how each step fits in. Some of the other skills you're going to need is definitely good people skills. Be able to communicate well and be nice. A lot of it has to do with being able to explain the why. People want to know why they're required to do something, and it's hard to get them to meet the requirements of the code if you can't explain why. Some of the things I didn't expect was definitely management. Now that you're in the fire marshal position, you are managing other employees, and you're also managing a department. So it would really make good sense to have a bachelor's degree in management. It would definitely help you in the long run. The best part of the job of being a fire marshal, I would say, is the satisfaction in knowing that at the end of the day, when you get done doing your job, that people are going to be safe. The worst part of our job deals with projects and owners that may be unaware of certain requirements. Say they decide they want to build an apartment complex. They set all the money aside. They were told what they needed to do, and somebody missed the part about automatically requiring a fire sprinkler system and automatically requiring a fire alarm system. Well, once you're deep into that project and you're spending money, and we come back and tell you that you have to put something in there that you did not know about, it makes it hard for us to be the one that maybe stops that project in its tracks because they do not have the money for a fire alarm or a sprinkler system. My final advice to the candidate that's looking to be a fire marshal would be to just realize that education is going to be a huge part of your job, that education will never stop. As newer products come out, construction design changes come about, system changes come about. So this job will take a never-ending commitment to education. One of the other issues would be to really appreciate and like this job. You want to be truly involved with it. So that means you're going to have to be thinking about fire protection and fire safety all the time. This is not going to be a job where you can just go out and turn it on and turn it off. So the advice from me would be, get out there, get involved, stay educated, stay in school, and learn how to put the why across. And when I say why, you need to be able to explain to people why you're doing your job, why you're being a fire marshal, and why you're doing inspections, and why you're requiring them to meet code requirements.